All right, so get this, picture this, King Charles, Camilla, down under, right? Big tour, Australia, all that.
Right.
But here's the thing. It's not the shrimp on the Barbie or the didgeridoo solos making headlines this time.
Oh, no.
It's the 6 state premiers, bigwigs, all of them, a total no-show at a swanky reception for the king.
Now, that's a story.
A royal snub, can you believe this? And our deep dive today is all about unpacking this juicy little nugget.
It's a good one.
So, to set the scene for anyone who hasn't been glued to their newsfeed, we're talking about an official royal tour, pomp and circumstance, the whole shebang. But when it came time for the big welcome, the state premiers, think of them as like the governors of each Australian state, all mysteriously absent. Now, the Daily Mirror, they didn't mince words, straight up called it a slap in the face. Which, you know, I'd say that's a bit of an understatement, don't you think? I mean, to have not a single one show up. What's the real story here? What's the backstory?
Well, you've got to understand, in Australia, these premiers, they're not just there to cut ribbons and smile for the cameras. They're major political players. They control things like healthcare, education, infrastructure.
Big stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of like mini prime ministers in their own right.
So for all of them to skip out on a royal do, this has got to be about more than just a scheduling
absolutely.
conflict.
This is a statement, and it plays right into this ongoing debate within Australia, this kind of simmering question about the monarchy and their role. Like, what does it even mean to be a part of the Commonwealth in this day and age?
You're talking about the whole Republican movement, right? I mean, Australia becoming a republic.
Exactly. Because it's not new, this has been bubbling away for ages. In fact, they actually had a referendum back in '99, I think it was.
Right.
Super close. But they voted to stick with the Queen at the time. But things change, you know? This whole thing with the premiers, it feels like a sign, doesn't it? Like, maybe the tide is turning.
It really does. Because if the people in charge, those who actually represent the average Australian, can't even be bothered to show up for a royal visit, I mean, that speaks volumes about where the sentiment might be headed.
Right. And you have to wonder how much, I mean, is this going to be interpreted as a snub? Like, is this going to make the monarchy more sympathetic in some people's eyes?
Interesting, yeah.
Or is it going to fuel the fire for those who are like, see, out of touch, irrelevant? It's really a fascinating dynamic.
It really is. And it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Food for thought, right? Is a snub like this a strategic win for the royals by making them seem more, I don't know, relatable or something? Or does it just further highlight this growing divide between the crown and the Commonwealth in the 21st century?
Yeah, lots to unpack there. It'll be fascinating to see how this develops.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening, everyone. Until next time.